This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Brian Edward Hill, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all.
This is a world of Capes and Lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Hey, what about that Capes and Lunatics podcast?
What about us?
What's about it?
Nice! All right. You probably tell from our voices, it's a Saturday afternoon. Some of us had to work. Other of
us had to drink.
Yes, that would be me.
What? Lunch's not over.
No, not me.
Oh.
I'm still on the non-alcoholic beer.
I was going to say, Charlie Usher, you're not going to hell, are you?
No. Well, I am.
For
other reasons.
For that.
Yeah. For other reasons.
All right.
I know what I did.
All right, let's get started. Capes and Lunatics 97 starts right now. Welcome to the Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil. That shy, bashful young lady over there is.
Hey, y'all, it's Lil Hellfire.
And that pious, sober fellow over there is.
It is Charlie, the Professor Esser. It's a pleasure once again. I was thinking about doing an Irish accent on that, for the piousness, but I thought that might be a little racist.
Oh, look, he's even wearing a pie shirt. Happy Pie Day.
Yeah, because I am so pious. Happy Pie Day. Yeah, I forgot to wear this on Pie Day.
I was going to say a few weeks late, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
It's always a good time for pie, or at least that's what Family Guy says.
Hey-o.
It's always, everything is pie.
Philip! What? Wayne's World.
I was gonna say, hey, nice segue. Hey, Wayne's World's coming back in May.
And what about the Wayne's World podcast?
We're gonna split the 2 weeks of that and 2 weeks of Comic Capers every month. So,
well, you might have to have a special edition of Wayne's World if there is an end credit scene in
I say it's X-Men.
Electric 4. Well, you see, the thing is, I think that putting okay, so here are my big predictions. You want some big predictions for Endgame?
Do you want to save that for Super Connectivity since that was
okay, fine. So I got big predictions, but I do think that Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, he's the easiest one to put in because he is a non-committal character. He can be there just to give people joy, and they don't have to actually establish anything that then locks them into something.
We could say it for Super Connectivity.
I was just gonna say we see the Fantastic Four tower, or
I was gonna say we're gonna see a 4. We're gonna see a 4. All we're gonna see is a 4 or an X, and
all I'm saying, but see, once they establish that, then they've established a certain timeline.
I don't see them dropping, at least not right away. Them dropping Deadpool in the PG-13 universe. I can almost see anyone from the MCU going to a Deadpool movie, but I don't see them dropping him in right away.
Well, like I said, it's about what you can do without locking yourself into a committed story. Because since he is a character that can play with a reboot, he is easy to slip in without committing yourself to what you're going to do with the X-Men or the Fantastic Four. Yes, Deadpool can slip it right in.
That's what she said.
Oh Lord, it's gonna be one of these episodes.
He's worse when he's.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at the news out of C2E2 where Rob Southgate is rampaging through the crowd.
Yeah, he is the podcaster who walks like a man.
Oh. But I shared this link last night. Charlie Usher is going to be binging on. I think this was his next Saturday, March 30th. DC Universe will be free for 1 day, 24 hours.
Yeah, and when it was free for 7 days, it didn't get me to sign up. So, I mean, we've gone from 7 days to 1 day, because that'll convince you.
Well, that's
yeah.
right. I didn't say you're going to sign up. I said you're going to binge one day. You're going to binge for 24 hours. It's like midnight to midnight.
Like I got time for that. I mean, I might look it up.
You could taste test some Doom Patrol or
yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say. For the whole DC Plus thing, you got to give people. One thing I will say is they're gonna, if you do sign up, they are gonna discount your first month.
Oh yeah,
which is a maybe. I don't know exactly how much the discount is, but that might be a better deal. So it's like if it's like okay, like for example, if you said, "Hey, first month is $1.99," I'll sign up for that first month. Because it doesn't really, it's more of a good faith payment that the content on it is actually going to be worth my money.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think with the new Twilight Zone, I think the CBS All Access has a better argument to be made with that than DC does right now. But even then, it's still just 2 shows. But I guess there's also a back catalog at DC of things I might want to watch, or at CBS that I might want to watch, like Big Bang Theory, that I don't know DC has for me.
Keyword made for you.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Well, that's the thing. It's not me. Well, actually, let me ask this: are the old Shazam and ISIS TV shows on there?
I think Shazam's on there because I think Tyler was watching them the other day. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would actually. You know what I'd really love to see is the old Captain Marvel serials from the 40s. Those might be really interesting to watch too.
And isn't Linda Carter Wonder Woman on there?
Well, I get her for free on MeTV every week.
Yeah, but you could probably watch pretty much any episode anytime you wanted, Charlie, isn't it?
Yeah, but I actually kind of like where it just shows up. I don't have to pick an episode. Because then it's like, oh, which of these episodes do I want? Do I want to watch the 1940s Wonder Woman, which are my favorites, I will admit. The 1940s Wonder Woman, I do think, are superior to the 1970s Wonder Woman. Ooh. Although I think we get a lot more than 1970s Wonder Woman.
Charlie Esser.
Uh-huh.
If you sign up for DC Universe between March 29th and April 4th, the first month, 80 cents.
Oh, we'll see.
80 years of what now?
Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
80 cents. Okay. You know what? Hey, I'll tell you this much. I had no interest in getting Detective 1000 until my comic book shop said they were going to be open on Tuesday night at midnight to sell Batman 1000. So, I don't know.
If you get it, you could join us Wednesday night for our Detective 1000 special.
Yeah. For my divestment from DC. It's so close I can taste it.
Lilith's going away party.
Yeah. I'll say this much. I mean, it's just because now it's an event, and actually an artist friend of mine will be there. Well, I don't know if he'll actually be there at that, but I found out that my good friend who is an artist I actually do know someone who's an artist, but he's like a professional artist, so I don't think we can get him to do our stuff for free. Yeah, so he actually lives right by my comic book shop, and I found out that's the comic shop he goes to all the time too. So, yay!
So Charlie Esser and anyone watching this can join us Wednesday night for Detective 1000 special.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'd have to read the book by. See, and actually, now what day is that? What is that? Is that this Wednesday that it comes out?
Yeah. Well, if you go Tuesday night at midnight, you could.
Well, yeah. Well, no. So, but no. The thing is that because my wife needs to borrow the bus pass on Wednesday, so I wasn't actually going to get my comics on Wednesday. But if I have the rest of my comics on Wednesday at Tuesday at midnight, then now suddenly it's all worth my while. Thinking.
You're thinking.
Now I'm thinking. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Detective 1000 might be. It somehow it piqued my curiosity now that it's an event.
But yeah, I was looking at the news. A bunch of it's comic books. I might save the one for Super Connectivity. Mark Waid's getting a 6-issue miniseries, The History of the Marvel Universe.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. Well, actually, I mean, to me, the biggest news in comic books is the return of Hickman to Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
they said something about like that ad where they put his name on just his name on the page. They said it was like was like a joke of something. Is it were they mocking Bendis with that?
Possibly. I'm thinking that there is a little bit of it. Although here's what I tell you. Well, because there was a thing, like, I guess when Hickman left Marvel to work on some creator-owned stuff, there's like, oh, is he going to go to DC next? And he basically kind of said, no, why would I want to go there?
I didn't know they were walking, that whole, for months, they were just like, Bendis is coming.
But what I'll say is I think that Hickman's the better purchase. You get a guy who's just coming off his big Marvel run, coming back to Marvel to do something else huge. My personal theory is they're going to have him take over FF. Again, because he had such a historic run on FF. I mean, just really one of the big defining people of FF. Because now that Marvel has the FF, and Marvel has been like, as they've been getting they clearly want to do something with FF.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're putting it out there. So I think they wanted to bring him back, say, okay, we want you to just come back to the FF and just sort of do that voodoo you do so well.
As long as he can get the book out on time, because I swear Dan Slott can't get Fantastic Four or Iron Man out on time.
Yeah. Well, I never want to blame one person on those kind of books.
Well, both those books are running late, and he's like the common factor between the two of them.
Okay, yeah, I know. I just don't want to. It could be the artist, it could be the writer, it could be the dang colorist. Who's doing the coloring on that?
It's never the colorist. Fun fact.
Yeah,
isn't that all like digital now?
I hope not. I don't know. I'd hate to think that colorists, unless there is like a colorist using a computer.
I was gonna say, I think it's probably someone using a computer. Yeah.
Yeah. So because that is a real art form, coloring. I still can't stay in the lines. I can't, man. I'll be honest with you. I have never been good at.
You have to take your time, Charlie.
Colored pencils.
I don't take my time. That's my problem.
This is like my 6-year-old. Got to take your time, man. Stay in the line.
I don't got time to take my time, Phil.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yes. Anyway.
All right. I didn't get a chance to talk to either of you about this. Who watched Gotham this week?
Yeah, I saw it. It was on. Well, we got to meet little Barbara, so we got to meet Batgirl. That was fun.
Wow.
Spoilers, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, they really need, it was like, oh, she was born, but you really didn't get the...
We got to see, and that was cute. I do not want them to kill Stabby Babs, though. I think that is such a cop-out to kill Stabby Babs, and then, I guess me and you will raise my daughter now. Now that we've killed the murderer mom.
I just saw that from day one, because it's like, I think they're going to kind of, the character's been evil, and this is,
honestly, this is what they should have done. They should have had it be a little boy, freaking Jim dies, and Lee and Stabby Babs raise the kid together, and that's Jim Jr., and he's the commissioner that later grows up in the Batman world. I'm just saying. That's
it works for me. We just got.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything after Stabby Babs and Lee living together.
I'm saying, him and Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively and Miranda Baccarin are all friends. That's all I'm saying.
No, I said, Jim Gordon's going to get injured. That's why he grows the mustache. He's going to get, like, upper lip trauma or something.
Gonna want to know how he got those scars. Huh? So
it was Lee. She's a little bit crazy still, too,
Because,
yeah. That's the
thing. Handsome man, but he know Charlie Esser.
Yeah,
I don't think he'd be able to pull off the stash.
Who is? It was a good episode. There's a question about whether or not Riddler actually cares about other human beings, which
riddle me this.
We don't know for sure. Yes.
Now we just have to wait another month for the last 2 episodes.
Well, we're all in the same boat in the Arrowverse too. So
yeah.
Well, yeah. Did you see Charlie? I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks until another Orville.
Yeah.
May
sweeps, baby. May sweeps.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess they want to save that. Actually, you know what makes me maddest is apparently their Legend still isn't back.
April 1st.
April 1st, April Fool's Day.
So
Okay.
Phil's birthday.
So a week from this Monday, yes.
Okay, well that'd be good. That'd be good.
Well, they did that last year with Supergirl. They saved Supergirl till like what, April or May?
Well,
Loaf,
that
right?
needed an obvious retooling that didn't help.
Okay.
Oh, did you guys finally see The Crier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
That is
yes, it aired, Lilith. That's when I saw it. When it aired. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I
I
see the
watched it
future
this
like you.
morning. Okay, because as I say, Channel 11 does not like my TV.
Pigs! Yeah.
Yeah, you know they're rough on that, but
New Jersey, Bermuda Triangle, same difference.
yeah, well, it's just there's certain channels. Some channels come in really nice, some channels do not, and for whatever reason, the CW is the one channel that I can't get on DirecTV now, because I'm guessing they don't actually have a direct streaming service. So, because I think that's what they'll put you on DirecTV now if you are a broadcast station with a direct streaming service. CW has an on-demand service, but I don't think they do because they're not really a network in the same way that like ABC is. You know, they don't really they have their late night content, but they don't like have a day shift content. So I don't think they actually have a full streaming. So yeah, so that's my take on it. I don't know how true that is, but that's just my guess on it. And so so that's like the one channel I don't get that because actually I do have My 9, which is weird. I have My 9, which is actually the Fox affiliate, but not CW. So it's weird. But actually, it's not the. It's actually My 9 isn't the Fox affiliate. It is simply an affiliate owned by Fox.
Yes, I was gonna say that's how the My TV worked there. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, this is the wonderful world of broadcast. So
Charlie, what
yeah.
did you think of John Cryer as Lex Luthor?
I thought he was a fantastic Lex Luthor. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say I thought he was exactly what I expected from a Lex Luthor. In the fact that he was clearly the whole time he and he did exactly what I thought. They played him as a little bit vulnerable, but also straight up evil, very manipulative. I mean, perfectly manipulative to the point where if you were not so cynical about we know this is Lex Luthor, you must have said, oh, is he like actually a nice guy deep down? Are they going to like really humanize Luthor? No, they're not humanizing Luthor at all. This was all part of his plan, right down to getting Jimmy Olsen shot.
I figured it was him because when they were like, "Oh, Manchester Black shot him," Lilith, I'm like, Manchester Black ain't being that subtle. Come on, not on this show. No.
Yeah. Now when he's got the big old staff of Ray-Ban gun.
But isn't it interesting that basically they waited this long for a big bad in the whole season of Supergirl and Red Daughter we get a little update on too, and it's just like, oh come on, Supergirl, stop.
Oh yeah, isn't Lex like running Red Daughter next episode or something?
Exactly.
Yeah. But they did give us that shout out to the Christopher Reeve movies, you know, with Lex and Otis, and even gave us a Mr. Smucker.
So now you know why I hated it.
Oh.
I told you exactly what. If you go scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
I said what I said and I meant it.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Not everything is for everyone, Lilith.
Exactly.
You know?
Supergirl is not for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this the first Lex with a beard? Why the beard?
Actually, no, it's not. This was actually kind of fun because I was watching the Teen Titans Go episode where they become villains and Robin becomes Dick Gravestone.
Yeah.
And I realized he's got the bald head and the beard.
Yeah, but he's not Lex.
Well, he's kind of meant to be a Lex Luthor.
I know.
Variation on the theme, you know. Got the little business suit. I mean, because I don't think they were going Breaking Bad with that. I think they were going... So this is the first Lex Luthor with a beard, but I think he pulls it off wonderfully.
It's the Mirror universe reference. Like I said, it's that.
Yeah.
I told you, it's the evil Alan from 2.5 Men.
Yes.
Literally.
The only problem with that, Lilith, is that Alan was evil in 2.5 Men. It's like I always say, man. You always think, oh, they come from the evil universe. It's like, how do you know we're not the evil universe?
All right.
I actually think we're the evil universe, and we're going to meet our doppelgangers and go like,
okay, well then go watch the movie Us, and then we can discuss.
Well, I was gonna say
That's the premise.
it's the rich.
I want to see that. I want to
It's
see
the
that
rich,
movie.
successful version of Alan Harper.
Yeah, exactly. You know, money is the root of all evil. And he running a pyramid scheme on his friends and family.
I'm going to tell you, the biggest surprise to me in that was that Lex actually was sick. I was certain that this was all some other thing he was doing, that he actually didn't even need the cure. But when he actually, I actually took the cure. It's like, oh, okay, I guess he was. I really thought that everything right down to the sickness was awesome.
Well, they kind of did that in the comics, like in the 90s, because like he was strutting around for years. I think Byrne started it when he was wearing a kryptonite ring for every second of his life, and then he wondered why he got cancer. And it's like, well, kryptonite's still a radioactive substance. It may not hurt
and also,
as quick as Superman, but if you're wearing a radioactive substance on your hand for years, you're gonna get cancer. That's
also Superman was X-raying him up and down. If you know what I'm saying, come on.
Well, yeah, that
that is his one true love. Sorry, Lois. Sorry to break it to you.
I'm going to tell you, well, I don't know if it's love. Like I said, I've always believed that Kryptonians are...
they fall for that double L.
Exactly. It's that sonic vibration of the double L, and that's their thing. That's what
Lana Lang, Lois Lane.
That's what is like all the way back to his mama named Lar, It's like, that's what the House of L really likes. That's why they're called the House of L.
Paging Oedipus.
Yeah, well, no, it's the House of L because we all know what the House of L likes,
Oh, God. Philip, back on track, please.
But no, why at first I was like, since they did that in the comics, he cloned himself a new body. I was thinking, are they going to do something like this in the show? But I was going to say, if they wanted to like ever recast eventually, that's what they could do. He can clone himself a new body.
Well, of course. But why would you want to?
Well, I mean, say if John Cryer doesn't want to play the part anymore or something.
John Cryer wants a paycheck. That's the one thing I know about John Cryer.
Yeah, not for nothing. Yes, he wants the paycheck, and he
chewed the scenery. So
unless your name is Ben Affleck, most people like playing the superheroes when they get cast, or the supervillains.
I think Ben Affleck liked playing a superhero. He just likes something else more.
Yeah, well, whatever it was.
I am not on camera. I was going to do something else. But...
Depending on what you were going to do, doing it while you're not on camera might be the best idea.
I was going to say, yeah, we don't need to see you grabbing your own
boobs. It wasn't really the booze, per se. That's just
okay. We don't need to see you grabbing your own boobs. Okay.
Uh-uh.
Oh, my God. I get that visual.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
The best news I heard all day. They are willing to recast Ezra Miller. That's what you get when you say you're going to write your own damn screenplay and nobody asked for your freaking opinion.
Really? They heard us? They're recasting him?
If they need to, and I say they need to.
Yeah, we don't need no dirty Flash. We don't need no dirty looking Flash. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Get Greg Gustin on the phone.
Yeah. No.
How dare you?
Ezra Miller is not a big enough name to helm a Flash movie because on top of the fact that they totally botched Justice League. I'm just saying, and they're not doing Flashpoint. There's no reason to see a Flash movie. Just saying, Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I think he had to be in production. Well, he was in production, so something went wrong.
Supposedly, they did principal photography, which they can still technically use.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing. It's like I think that and Wonder Woman came before Justice League, so she was already in like Flynn, and she did well. And I think that they already had planned on Aquaman. I think that I don't think anyone that was in that original thing
except
for Aquaman. Flash was supposed to be set for
2020, and now all of a sudden it's 2022. Now all of a sudden it's way at the bottom of the development list. So if Cyborg's out, let's just.
Wasn't part of the problem too? Is like they're like, oh, it's gonna be so much different from the TV show. But meanwhile, they're like, okay, you had Black Iris, you had Eobard Thawne in a wheelchair. There's
in prison,
and it's just like, well, what's the you say it's so different from the TV show? You're doing exactly what the TV show is doing.
Yeah, but I also just think that maybe they want to look at some other catalog characters rather than anyone that was in Justice League.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know, I think
that
Shazam's
gonna be the thing.
And for some reason,
yeah,
they seem weird about having their their characters on TV and the movies in the same time.
They'll get over. I heard that AT&T is kind of over that, so we'll see.
Good.
We'll see in the next 18 months if that's true or not.
Yeah, but actually, no, that would be cool.
Show specifically, be on the lookout for that. That's all I'll say.
I am looking forward to the idea that, you know, the Justice League we'll see next will be Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, and I don't know, Green Arrow. I don't know. Pick somebody.
We could. I mean, if, you know, once Stephen Amell's gone, maybe they'll put Green Arrow in the movies.
They
Yeah,
need to.
Speaking of Lilith, did you watch Arrow this week?
I watched that sorry sack of a show. Yeah.
Did they? Are they?
They're getting a spinoff for Mia. Did you know that?
That's what I was going to say. That's so smacked of a backdoor pilot.
7/16 was a backdoor pilot.
They're going to spin off Star City 2040 with Oliver Queen and Felicity's daughter. Yeah.
No. Just it's going to be Felicity, William, and Connor Hawk.
No Mia.
Well, yeah, Mia, Black Star, whatever her name is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Moira.
So it's set in the future?
It's Arrow Beyond, basically.
Yeah, because she's pregnant now. Yeah, it's what is it? 2040. 2040.
Oh,
I prefer 2046, but whatevs.
You know who they should have in a Justice League film? Nightwing. So they can say, because that way you just sort of move Batman off the table without really having to discuss it, and you just have. I used to work with Batman kind of guy, and
but I'm so much better than Batman.
Yeah, look at my butt and my hands.
There's my drop for the day.
You do it to yourself, bro. You do it to yourself.
That's fine. I wish I got.
I love Ben Riley.
Anyway, but there's lots of things DC can do to sort of resurrect their dreams, and what they will do is they will do what they should have done from the start: is have a bunch of standalone films, and then take the ones that really work and bring them together into a larger universe.
Well, you know my plan to fix the DC universe.
Lilith will fix it because Lilith fixes everything.
My answer is to scorch the earth, bro. Give it a rest and come back, because everybody's out of good ideas. It's only bad ideas that I've heard.
Well, is that
literally only bad ideas?
Well, is that the whole point too? Is like it's so bad because they built on like tainted earth. I mean, they built
exactly.
on
they were forced to.
I mean, Man of Steel wasn't supposed to be, the whole beginning, and then
we can all just blame Nolan because he didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, but then Batman. Yeah, but then Batman v Superman. Ooh, you're making that kind of your. They again. I mean, as much as you hate more.
How do you kill Superman in the second movie? Like, just
they did too much. They wanted the Batman Superman fight. They wanted to bring in Wonder Woman. They wanted the Doomsday story.
No, we're not gonna rant about DC. We're gonna do happy stuff. Let's talk about something else. Arrow, though, I'm so happy that it has an end game in sight. Like so we can sprint to the finish line.
So yeah.
I'm sorry, what's in sight, Lilith? Lilith, what's in sight?
The ending of Arrow, because next season
10 episodes. Like, oh my god, that is like perfection.
No, she said that there's an end game in sight. So
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they don't have it. Marvel doesn't have a trademark on that term.
Subliminal advertising.
No,
exactly.
They even got Little Hellfire. Whoa, what angles he giving us on that camera?
I had to set that phone down for a second.
Hell.
Yeah.
Hell.
So I'm showing you my dirty ceiling. So
how many times he's said that before?
Yeah, well. Anyway.
Flash. Finally, Nora's on the timeout. I'm very excited about that.
Oh yeah.
I needed a month break after the stupidity of what that episode was.
Yeah, they found out Nora was working with you, Bort, and Barry locked her in the pipeline. Yes.
Yeah, but didn't everyone say that from like the start? At least everyone on this show.
Well, yeah, but I mean the character.
I mean,
they didn't know.
Yeah, they finally found out in show.
So yeah, but it's kind of like when Lois Lane eventually does find out about Superman being Clark Kent, you kind of want her to go like, yeah, that's kind of obvious now that you say it.
I say, I don't know. They could have took it further with Nora because I just absolutely hate that character. As far as I'm concerned, she's not their real daughter. That's like a weird manipulation from Eobard Thawne. Like, I just can't with Nora. Yeah. And Cicada is no. It's a no.
Cicada, is that what you said?
Yeah, Cicada, because it's a female version, so just to differentiate.
And the whole time bubble thing, I'm just like, okay.
And now we're getting Godspeed for one episode. Like, you don't give Godspeed. He's not a villain of the week. What the hell is going on in that writer's room?
Yeah, you get do this whole time travel Cicada thing for a whole season, but yeah, then you get Godspeed for one episode.
Eat my shorts.
Time travel is never a good idea.
Tell that to the Flash. That's all they do.
I mean, I know that's a
and blow stuff up in May.
Yeah, you don't need to do it every 2 episodes. I know.
Yeah, but what's weird is like they've already established, time travel is a bad idea because we have Flashpoint. We could do all this thing like, we have an entire show about maintaining the time stream, and yet they keep doing it. It's like, this is not a good idea,
Oh, but the legend.
You got somebody from the future stay in the past a year, like really, seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, on Star Trek, this is the thing. Remember on Star Trek: The Next Generation, where they found out that
Iris and Barry just want to cheat on parroting. They'll be like, okay, what's your favorite foods? Okay. Yeah. They just want to know everything.
Barry should just give himself a vasectomy and save himself the trouble.
Yeah, well, not only that, let's look at it this way, okay? There's like, any time that they can have a child, there's like 1 million different sperm that could fertilize that egg. Each one of them is a different possible child, meaning that by her coming back into the past, she is affecting every action that occurs, so that she essentially, by meeting her parents, she guarantees she could not possibly be born.
Yeah, we're getting twins, I know.
Getting something, who knows? Twins. But whatever happens, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. You can't meet your own parent. It doesn't, unless your parents told you, well, remember that time, I remember you came back and met us in the past, and so, time is a closed loop, and so go ahead, go to the past.
Time is very supposedly malleable in this universe, so
the timeline is not. Oh, this house is bitching. The timeline is malleable.
Well, we always knew that though.
Yeah,
yeah, but
supposedly Eobard knew how to do it. Now he doesn't.
That's not a good thing. That the timeline is malleable. That tells you we shouldn't.
He gets rid of her. That's all that I can say.
So why did Eobard tell her to tell them everything? Was he just like, I give up. I don't know what to do. Maybe
he's like, you did what 52 times? You idiot! Now we got to tell everybody.
I just hope Barry fixes it though, and so he can rub it in Eobard's face and be like, yeah, who did you need this time?
Who's the villain now? It was me, Eobard. It was me.
How about I go back kill your mother, Eobard?
I'm saying, but because Eobard who he is, and the thing that was revealed in this episode with the time language and stuff, it's literally impossible to kill him. Is the way that I took it.
Well, yeah, I think that haven't they already established that with all these time remnants and whatever else. He's basically you kill him and it's just like,
the universe implodes.
Unless, well, you said Tom Cavanaugh might leave. What?
Yeah.
This season or next season, maybe Crisis wipes out Eobard.
No, I mean, we still have Matt Lesher.
Oh wow,
which he's got a Netflix show, so he has that time.
Or unless Crisis does something more, they're like, okay, Eobard, next time you die, you're dead.
I say it wipes out Wally personally, since he definitely is never ever coming back.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think you're gonna get the cover? No. You're gonna get the cover of of Crisis, but instead of Superman holding Supergirl, it's Flash holding Wally.
That would be so dope.
Yeah.
No, someone's gonna be holding Oliver.
Yeah.
I don't think he dies in Crisis. Honestly, I don't. I think he dies in this The penultimate episode of season 8.
Or
No, why would you kill Green Arrow?
Because his show is ending.
Supposedly he made a
That
deal
doesn't
with
mean just because the show ends doesn't mean you have to kill somebody.
Well,
in the CW, yes, it does, and because
he made some kind of deal with the Monitor too. Last crossover he made. Yeah, that's what I said. Unless he like fakes his death and he just makes cameos in the Flash and whatever else every so often.
Yeah.
I heard he wants to get the hell out of Vancouver and never come back. I mean, when you have a nice house in LA, you can't blame a person.
And hey, I mean, next season will be 8 seasons. So
yeah, I mean, they already had their syndication a long time ago. He did them a favor.
He was gonna do more wrestling.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you got your money, you might as well be a wrestler.
It's about the same level of acting, so.
What a CW show in wrestling.
Well,
fight me, nerds! I don't even care. Fight me.
The thing about wrestling is it's very hard to make a substantial living, but it does
but you're
look
already
like
a superstar, already established as Stephen Amell.
Exactly.
WWE matches. He has that fan base in both places, and he has Hero Villains Fan Fest as the co-owner. So he doesn't really need the money. He just wants to do something he actually likes doing.
Exactly. So yeah, I can totally see that. I mean, if I was in better shape, I might and had the money, I might become a professional wrestler, which is living out my childhood dream.
Oh my lord, Charlie Esser coming out in like a cap and gown, and he's like the professor.
Oh yeah. Yes. I mean, I had my wrestling characters as a young man. So I wouldn't want to do the cap and gown because that was the genius's shtick. Because he was the world's smartest man who was also a wrestler. Never got as big as Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, but the genius was sort of in that same stable with him. Yeah, I love wrestling in the '80s, man. That was the
height and the glory.
That was you can say now is the golden age of wrestling, but like to me, now wrestling is the business, but like in the '80s, that was when it still had a grittiness to it.
It wasn't fake.
Hulk Hogan picking up Andre the Giant because that was believable.
Yeah, that actually, I tell you that was when my childhood ended, man.
When he dropped it,
childhood ruined.
Yeah, no, it's like anytime anyone talks about childhood ruined, it's like I saw Andre the Giant do a heel turn. Okay, don't tell me, superheroes are girls now. That's destroyed my childhood. They let a Ghostbuster be a woman. That ruined my childhood. It's like, do you know what a childhood being ruined is? It is Andre the Giant doing a heel turn on Hulk Hogan. That is the end of your childhood. Sergeant Slaughter doing the heel turn after he made the deal to license his rights to G.I. Joe. That ruins your childhood. WWF ruined so many childhoods. It's crazy.
Okay. Can we talk comic books?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I talk my pick of the week?
If you have to, Philip.
Oh,
it's so predictable. But go ahead.
What? What's my pick of the week?
It's not a Spider-Man book?
Yeah. Life Story #1.
Okay then.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed it, but it's not my #1 pick.
Okay, well, why do I have to be just like you?
You don't. But I knew it was a Spider-Man book, and I knew it was that one because you were looking so much forward to it.
I know. But yeah, as we've said before, it's what if Spider-Man aged in real time. So the first
artwork was stunning, by the way.
Oh yeah, isn't it? It's Bagley. So yeah, Bagley's like one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. Charlie S, are you there?
I'm here. I'm just texting Tristan. I'm sorry.
Okay, but yeah, no. So yeah, it's what if Spider-Man aged in real time? So of course, the first episode takes place in the '60s. This is 1966. And Peter Parker's of course, just like in the old comics, Flash Thompson's ready to go to Vietnam, and Peter's thinking, well, if I have power, should I use them overseas? And do I have a responsibility to use my powers overseas? But
yeah, he should have been the new Captain America. What's up with that?
Well, there is a Captain America. Captain America and Iron Man are here, and they're basically on 2 different sides of the war.
They are.
Well, yeah, Iron Man's over there helping, and like everyone keeps asking Captain America when he's going over, and he basically tells Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's like, do we have a responsibility? And Cap's like, follow your heart. He's like, he's like, I've already lived through one war, and he's like, I see how, I've seen everything that's going on.
So Cap doesn't want to go bust commies, huh?
Well, spoiler at the end, he's kind of over there, but he's regretting
it.
He's basically keeping troops from killing innocent Vietnamese.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what you got to do, and maybe he's just not being a showboat about it. Maybe he's doing his part for the war, but not being a showboat like certain
and collecting tin cans. Who knows?
Yeah, not for nothing. He already stopped one threat to democracy. Can someone else do this one?
And of course, we get Jameson telling Peter, "Get it. Here's $20. Get out of here. Go buy yourself a monkey record."
Aren't they all dead now?
Oh
no.
Is there like one?
Mickey Dolenz, I believe, is still alive, and I think and Mike Nesmith is definitely still alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Oh, but interesting. But we get a Spider-Man Green Goblin fight, because Norman.
You have to have it.
Well, Norman knows who Peter is, so they fight. But then, of course, he gets hit by a billboard, gets amnesia.
Because why? Osborns are genetically susceptible to what? Amnesia.
Yeah. But interesting in this part, because in the regular comics, Peter would just be like, he has amnesia, I don't have to worry. In this one, he's like, well, what if he gets his memory back? So he calls the cops on Norman, even though Norman can't remember being the Green Goblin. They find his arsenal and stuff, and they arrest him.
Yeah, Norman can't remember being the Green Goblin.
Well, no, he can't, but I'm pretty sure, I wonder if he never gets his memory back. Maybe he's just like, oh, Spider-Man, why did you set me up to be as the Green Goblin and stuff? And I wonder if that's why he comes after it. Spoilers. He'll probably come after Peter and Gwen because he'll think Spider-Man set him up when he really didn't. Because at the end also, Charlie, because Peter's trying to get close to Gwen, and then she's like, hey, what's this under your shirt?
Oh.
Next up.
I'm sure in the 70s. So it's going to be the next decade. So I wonder if they'll actually. I mean, they'll be together probably, but I wonder if there'll be any marriage or any kids or anything.
No.
No, you don't think?
Gwen and. No, because Gwen's still going to die horribly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if she dies, is it going to be worse? Because it's going to be like, oh, you killed my wife instead of, hey, you just killed my girlfriend.
They're going to save MJ for the 80s. He'll meet her later on.
Okay. Look. Let's just break this down.
Yeah, they got a lot more.
Gwen is not Peter's one true love.
No.
Essentially,
everybody knows that it's Betty.
Well, obviously, it should have been Betty. Should have been Betty the whole time. But what I will say is, they're not going to have him be with Gwen just because that relationship didn't last that long, in real time.
Yeah, but I mean, now that he's aging, like realistically,
I
mean,
so he's probably gonna date someone else. Either they're gonna bring in MJ.
Yeah.
They're either going to bring in MJ, who is the person that he actually winds up with, or you're just, here's what I'll say. When you jump to because it's like a decade every issue, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so next issue is the 80s. He's going to be with MJ, and he's going to be thinking about how Gwen died.
No, next one's the 70s.
It's Betty's time to shine, baby.
There you go.
It's fine. Throw Betty off the bridge.
No, he'll still be thinking about how Gwen Stacy died.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got that.
Well, that's what I said. I just think Norman's going to come after him, but this time because it's going to be because he doesn't get his memory back, and he's going to be like, Spider-Man, why did you set me up?
You accuse me of being a goblin. I'll show you a goblin.
Whoa.
Oh.
Either that or Harry comes after him because he's like, my dad died in prison or something.
So I think my favorite Marvel book this week.
Oh,
Toughy, but I'm gonna say it's West Coast Avengers number 9, followed by Miles Morales Spider-Man number 4.
Oh,
and Immortal Hulk as number 3.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say Immortal Hulk.
How do they keep being so good? Like this comic book really doesn't have a right to be as good as it is. Because it's Hulk.
I think it has every right to be as good as it is. It's a great character, and it's from a guy who understands the character and understands its history.
Yes.
I love the revelation in this, spoilers, that this is the quote-unquote Devil Hulk. But it's like the Hulk, but it's like, I don't know, Banner's weird. He called me the Devil Hulk, made me into a big snake man,
He's the one with the problem.
Well, yeah, but exactly. But I also like this idea that, I do want to destroy the world because humans are destroying it. Humans are too weak and puny to survive, He's basically being all Thanos-y.
I love that joke when he's like, humans are killing the earth and stuff and this and that, and Samson's like, oh, so that makes you the green Hulk?
Yes, it's funny. It's funny because it's true. And I love Samson being back. I love that they're going to someone. And actually, you know what's kind of weird to me about this? That's the grave they go to.
What, Rick Jones?
Yeah, the grave they go to is Rick Jones. But there's also another high-profile guy who just died that's arguably a bit higher of a profile. Unless, of course, maybe General Ross isn't actually even dead.
Or unless maybe Rick Jones is coming back first because he's been dead longer.
I suppose so. What's weird is they don't seem to have like a timeline.
Well, that's the other thing. Why is Rick Jones taking so long to come back to life unless no one was checking on the grave? Because I'm just like, Banner and Betty came back in like minutes or seconds. Well,
yeah, exactly. There's a weird timeline with this because how long was Samson out? Because I think,
because
Samson,
because he didn't tell anybody when he came. Well, not a lot of people when he came back.
Yeah. But we know, so basically, here's the timelines we have. We know that when Banner went around depowering every other Hulk, we confirmed that he was still dead because he digs up his grave and he has the body and all that. So we know he was dead at that time. Then we had the incursion. Then when he comes back, it's with the rebooted universe. So here's the interesting question. Will any of this tie into the rebooted universe?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wonder if there's some event where, before Hulks weren't, or, all these Gamma people weren't resurrecting, but now they are.
Now they are. Because of Franklin Benjamin Richards. That kid does not know how to put together a universe, right? Always screws up the Hulks. Screwed up the Hulks in the last universe he made, too.
It's always your answer.
What?
Franklin Benjamin Richards screws up Hulks when he makes universes. But, don't you remember in the Heroes Reborn universe where the Hulk and Banner were two separate beings?
Oh, yeah, the Hulk was here, Banner went in the other universe. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
They always saddle Peter David with some kind of crossover or something, always.
Yes. By the way, I gotta say, Avengers redeemed itself on the vampires. They actually, for like the last few issues, I was like, why are the Avengers fighting vampires? Why are they shooting vampires? When they actually got to Dracula's master plan, which seems just ridiculously convoluted.
Well, I was gonna say that for super connectivity, but
okay, so we'll say that for super connectivity.
Let's do West Coast Avengers.
West Coast Avengers again, vampires.
Yes.
And again, and this one did not redeem itself for having vampires in it. No, I'm sorry. It's an okay book. I don't know why Lilith finds this like the best Marvel book of the week, but
I like
okay, we'll
vampires and I like Kelly Thompson's storytelling and I love the artwork. So
okay, well, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad.
Like I like vampires and it was fun. It's fun. That's what a comic book should be.
Okay, it is fun. It is fun. I just the last minute reveal about the last panel reveal of Kate's mom, which I guess now we know why she's still alive. I
think it's fun when they focus on characters. Like, you know, I'm not big on, you know, you don't have to advance the plot forward every single issue if you're gonna really give me a good character study. So I think that's another reason why I just
I'll say this as characters, I think it's neat. The whole, I guess the whole everyone has powers things is a little weird to me. You know, now that Ramona has a powers now too. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's sort of like, couldn't we just have her have no powers? I like when characters don't have powers in the supporting cast. I think that's sometimes the most interesting characters, the ones that are just there, living in this world, but not necessarily have powers. Now, granted, yes, this gives all the backstory about where her brother got the vibranium. Doesn't explain why they both have absorbing powers. Unless maybe they're the children of the absorbing man too. I don't know. Or possibly Hydro Man because he did come from the sea.
Hydro Man, you say?
If they make these kids Namor's kids, I'm just gonna say no. But
I'm disappointed because they're not snarky enough.
Oh,
yeah.
We were just gonna really go there.
Yeah.
Curious Rex.
Yeah, but no, I mean, and I also don't get the whole America as the damsel in distress in this. Oh, they already started draining her. Okay,
I was gonna say they're not gonna turn America into a vampire, are they?
I hope not.
I mean, the real America. Anyway, no. Maybe it's a metaphor.
Yeah. Ms. America being drained is not cool, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, it is okay. I'm not saying it's a bad book. I really like the book. I enjoy reading it. I love the Quentin. I love Quentin in it. Quentin is just always fun to read. I mean, I could probably do without Novar. I'll be honest right there. I'll say Novar. He slips right out of the group. He's fine. We don't need him. We can get rid of him. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I also don't get the whole now I have vibranium armor forever thing. That just struck me as like a weird choice. And also that it like forms armor that she can't take off now. It just strikes me as kind of a weird choice to make for how her powers are going to work.
Unless she finds a way to take it off. But I was just like, yeah, what is that? It's just some kind of mutation? You know, is she a mutant?
Well, like because I thought, okay, are they going to do like a Ben Grimm thing where like now she's, but it's not. It's like now. I mean, I guess you sort of had that because now apparently she's naked all the time. And I guess all of her fun bits are covered up. So I guess that's going to be a whole issue with her in America. But it just struck me as a weird choice to make for the character. And that it's not all over. It's like she clearly still has a lot of flesh as part of her. There's only so much vibranium on her, and it's like I don't get where I don't really understand what they did there. And also with Fuse, isn't his power to merge with anything, not just vibranium? That was the other weird thing because I thought that they had said, "Oh, he can take on the properties of anything, like the Absorbing Man." But now I guess it's implied it's just his vibranium that he can absorb.
I thought he could do stuff other than vibranium, unless that's
and I thought we've seen him do it. Maybe we haven't
learn how to control her powers. Maybe
I don't know.
She said she's ignored him for years. So
yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't mean to be mean at the book you like, Lilith. I'm just saying it caused more plot holes for me than it answered.
It's a comic book. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it, bro.
Okay, that's fine.
But you said you liked Miles Morales, Spider-Man #4 also.
Yeah.
That was good.
You didn't?
No, I did. No.
I really love the coloring on this book. Like it's just I don't know, it's setting itself apart from like the other Miles Morales stuff for me.
No, I've been enjoying Miles more now that they've like aged him up. Like yeah, when he first appeared, he was like what was he like 10 or 12?
11. I want to say like 11 or
something like that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was kind of stretching it, Bendis. But yeah, no, they've aged him up. I'm just yeah.
We get to have a little bit more fun, yeah.
And Bendis isn't writing it.
I didn't have a problem with it, honestly, when Bendis was writing.
No, I was gonna say most of his Spider-Man stuff,
because it was very,
like I said, as long as Bendis stays street level, he's not too bad. But yeah, the one day Miles chooses to play hooky.
That's how it goes too. If you've ever played hooky, you know you got to be on guard.
Oh, come on. Charlie Esther has to read this just for the Frost Pharaoh.
The Frost Pharaoh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not even sure where you go with that, but that's fine.
Well, they're at a museum.
Okay. That still doesn't answer any of the questions.
Read it!
I will do so! I should have read more comic books. I did not get the chance to.
No, we're all adults. I don't know how Phil gets all his comic books read. I don't know.
I mean, I actually I think he just reads very well. I'm not a good reader. I'm a very poor reader. That I will admit that. I'm a poor reader. I did love one of my favorite books this week, which was actually last week's, was Justice League Dark, number 9. I really love it just because we catch up with the former Dr. Fate and the Man Bat. We get sort of the reveal about how Nabu is really kind of an evil jerk from the start. Basically, these elder beings, they actually don't have humanity's best interest at heart.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. And they have a magical rock, which from, was it Mordru? Yeah. Anyway, and they are going to fight the Lords of Order, because they have to defeat the Lords of Order to save humanity. But Mira is going to die as a result. They can save the Earth, but Mira will have to die, which is the magical realm where Detective Chimp is the ostensible ruler of, and of course, Blue Devil is his proxy in absence. So yeah, no, this is great. It's a great book. It's a great story. I really love Justice League Dark. It is a fantastic book. Other book I read that actually did come out this week that was really great, Bitter Root, number 5. Number 5, yeah, number 5. It's great. We find out that basically the one character who apparently they all thought was dead has actually just been living in the infernal realm for apparently years. When she gets back, because Enoch, who goes into it at the start of the book, comes out at the end. He's like all battle scarred and all this kind of stuff. So obviously, time passes differently in the infernal realm. So that's cool. And yeah, Bitter Root just continues to be a great book. I love to read it.
Okay, Philip, are you ready for Bizarro World?
What do you like? It's Marvel.
No, not Marvel. DC.
Oh, you're back on the train for something. What?
Okay. No, it's just this week. It was weird because my top two books are Bendis books. Pearl and Naomi. And then number 2 is Aquaman. Pearl, I am like, the artwork is so amazing, especially now that they're in Japan. Like, the artist on the book just has that really great Japanese like eye for that intricate detail.
Yeah, well, you said you liked Pearl from like pretty much the beginning, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying, they're Bendis books, they're just not Superman.
I will agree that Naomi was wonderful. I did not read Pearl, but I did read Naomi number 3, and I still want to know what Dee's tie up in this whole thing is.
Because you're not going to find out for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, yeah, because it's like, because because he still stayed in this town for whatever reason, and and I guess maybe there's a lot more alien refugees in this town because apparently we do get the revelation that that is the case with Naomi's father. And I guess they're suggesting that he is her biological father in that. I'm not sure. It's very cool and very exciting. We get our first big reveal. Spoilers.
Yeah.
And I love the character dynamic between Naomi and her father in this. I love the mom threatening Dee, which is just great because he is obviously a human giant and she is not, but clearly she is not intimidated, and Dee is very intimidated by her, so that is awesome. We get that reference to Gem World, which we saw in the new Teen Titans book. Well, not Teen Titans. What is
Young
that?
Justice.
The Young Justice book. Is that an established concept, this Gem World in DC?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. So people go there all the time. Okay.
I mean,
So
they haven't used it in years, but yeah, like back in the day. Yeah.
Okay. Well, clearly we have 2 books in the Wonderline that tie directly to Gem World, so I'm thinking Gem World's going to have a lot of play.
Well, yeah, because there's one mastermind behind all the Wonder comics.
Exactly.
Even the Wonder. Oh, okay. I was going to say. I thought you meant in storyline. I was like, really? Even the Wonder Twins? Although maybe we have to start reading the Wonder Twins now too.
It's all connected. Wait a minute.
You know what? But that's the thing. But, and often it's in the title you least expect that you're going to get the most important last-minute reveal. That's how they get you.
That's exactly how DC gets you.
Yeah.
Damn crossover events.
Yeah, well. Oh, and not for nothing, Bendis is the king of the crossover, too. So, So
crossover and stretching it out.
Oh, did you read Aquaman this week though?
Yes, I did.
That was my third favorite DC book.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. It's kind of winding down because it's almost issue 50, so it's about to be something huge, and they'll probably start at number 1 again.
I was gonna say, do you think they're gonna they're gonna finish out this story, gets his memory back, and then they're gonna reboot the number 1 again?
Yeah, I definitely feel that's the way we're going, and I don't think that Kelly is gonna be Kelly Sue DeConnick in this case, not Kelly Thompson.
Yeah. Get her Kelly.
Yeah, I think they're gonna reboot with a new artist and new writer.
Oh yeah, new creative team. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't, but this time I feel like definitely that's gonna be the case.
I was gonna say, did they announce when they're rebooting Green Arrow? Because I wonder if they'll do Aquaman and Green Arrow around the same time.
Oh, they have. I didn't see that they did. I think everybody needed a break on that front.
Well, I know they said they're gonna. Of course, we figured they are gonna reboot. I just don't think they said when yet.
Yeah. I think they want to do something with Black Canary too. So, but with the movie, I don't know what they wanted. I think that's where there's like whole crap.
I wonder if we're gonna get another Green Arrow Black Canary book.
Yeah, I think that's what they're wanting to do because you read the end of it, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I definitely felt that's what it was leading to, is another team up book. Especially with everybody so dissatisfied with how Arrow has been handling that thing, they almost have to. And the new movie's coming out so soon. Well, not soon, but soonish. So, the Harley Quinn movie that's supposed to have Birds of Prey, but we get the Huntress and Black Canary in it.
Yeah.
Is that actually going to be a movie, or is that just being released on streaming?
That's actual movie.
The Birds of Prey, the Harley thing. That's a movie.
I mean, it's Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay.
She knows some secrets.
The Harley Quinn. She must. But the Harley Quinn animated will be on DC Universe.
Yeah, the animated. Which I don't like that new Joker look, by the way. I don't think that we ever talked about it. I was just like, I'm not impressed.
It looks like I don't know, like
It looks like everything all meshed together.
Like a kid, like a younger kids thing. It's kind of basic.
You're basic.
Does it look anything like this?
Worse.
No.
Yeah. That is the Joker from the Old Lady Harley series.
Oh yeah, he read Harley.
I don't know. I think I missed an issue. I picked it up though.
I haven't partaken.
I missed that was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, it has its moment. And this one, here's what I'll say. It's a neat take on a future DC universe that is very unapologetic about, people age and they go through life and things go crazy. So that's kind of neat. And Lex Luthor, I'm not quite sure what Lex Luthor is the president of. But apparently he's taken over a large portion of the world. So
good for him. I was rooting for him.
Yeah, he's doing well for himself. There's no doubt about that. And then
Lex Luthor, president of Australia, activate the machine.
Yeah. And then it came out on a Wednesday, which actually came out the Wednesday before. That was very good. This was actually a really good issue. Came out last Wednesday, yeah. But I got. You know what? I don't always get to my books on time. But it had
the fact that you get to them, Charlie. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and
your autobiography.
This was a good one. This one I really liked. Where Did You Go? It's a nice little black and white tale of a woman whose sister gets abducted by aliens, and then she sort of her sister goes out to basically intentionally get abducted by aliens, but she powers up on Red Bulls, so she does not get knocked unconscious, and then she seeks revenge. So that's a great little short anthology story. That's pretty awesome. That's a great way to end it. Algorithm was actually pretty good this week too, which is one of their ongoings. They do have one ongoing in this, which is Algorithm, and then they also gave our ad for a new book that's coming out in April, Mighty Mascots. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that one too.
Capitalism, consumerism, isn't it great?
It is wonderful. Hey, and it's a cheap book, so it's worth it to me to pick it up because it doesn't add that much to my actual final bill.
All right, we're almost out of time, but before we get Lilith, have you been still reading Uncanny X-Men?
I have, but I'd rather talk about Archie 703, which was great. Ooh. Archie's good again. Come check out his mystery lady that's got all of Riverdale a gossip and a flutter. I'm just saying. The artwork is even getting better. It's a good time to jump in. Back into Archie. Gonna throw that out there.
This is regular Archie, not horror Archie.
Archie.
Oh yeah, 703. I'm pretty sure it's regular Archie.
I have no idea when it comes to numbers anymore, Phil.
Yeah, nobody does. It's fine.
Why figure if it's a high number, it's the original.
Well, you remember they rebooted, but they actually decided to keep the original numbering. So
yes.
Anyway, what were you saying about Uncanny X-Men, Phil?
Are you still reading it, or are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it enough. It's an X book, that's my brand.
I'm getting some old school vibes off of it,
Yeah, which is fun. But it still doesn't justify everything that's going on in the X continuity universe.
Well, they need to close out that Age of X-Man stuff and just bring everyone back. But I mean, because that one I can whatever. But yeah, Uncanny X-Men is better. Got a bunch of 90s characters, including Dark Beast with robot spider legs.
Yes, I did love that.
Why do people take on spider legs when they don't have to?
Because it's fun and scary.
Because he's evil.
But it just seems impractical. It just seems it's like it's going to make it hard to get through most doorways. Because most doorways aren't.
Who cares?
Yeah, and it's like once you...
And you're building your lair custom anyway, so...
And it's like once you lose your junk, it's like, who cares?
Wow. Wow. That needs to be a drop.
I'm not sure that follows through. I'm just going to say, I think...
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Yeah. If nothing else, I think you'd want to have something a little more human just to make you feel a little human. I don't know.
It's Dark Beast from Age of Apocalypse. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to be human.
Who doesn't want to skitter around on spider legs every once in a while?
Everybody. That's
he walks around every 5 minutes. He's going Spider-Man.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like a practical choice. It just seems like
villains are not practical. They're flamboyant.
An X-Men villain. How practical villain.
See, but that's why you should be in like a hover chair or something. It's like,
Shout out to Professor X, the most evil.
Exactly. I could see him like being in like a whole hover thing. I could see him go full MODOK at that point, just in the little rocket chair.
Never go full MODOK.
Always go full MODOK.
With the giant head.
Nerds. Just a bunch of damn nerds.
I cannot wait. Here's what I'm going to say. I cannot wait for the new MODOK series. MODOK and Tigra and Dazzler and Howard the Duck. This is the connected universe that was made for Turles.
Yeah, but like with that Howard the Duck one, isn't that the Kevin Smith one, Howard the Duck? So we'll get what like 1 or 2 episodes a year or something. If his comic book works any indication, yeah, we'll get 1 or 2 episodes a year.
You're gonna leave Kevin Smith.
To be fair, he just totally forgot about the last issue of, because the first two issues of The Evil That Men Do came out right on time. And then there was a delay in the last one, and then just Marvel forgot to ask him for the last book.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the editor's fault.
No, he finished it, but it took him like what, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, but that's the editor's
fault. No. But the thing is the reason it took 2 or 3 years was not necessarily Kevin Smith. It was actually literally Marvel just forgot to do the last issue.
That's all right. That's all right. He did like 2 Batman miniseries. The second one ended on a cliffhanger. And what was that, Lilith? Like 2009 or something? It's been like 9 or 10 years, and he still hasn't paid off that cliffhanger.
It's okay, buddy. Go ahead. We got this.
Well, yeah,
Nobody will remember.
I think he said they did. At this point, DC's like, yeah, go ahead. That's like 2 continuities ago. Do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Series.
Yeah, well, it just seems like maybe the companies, they like to put out Kevin Smith stories, but
they just the fanboys will eat it up, and they don't care that it's not finished.
They just want to.
Well, yeah, and I guess because there's constantly, although actually I think The Evil That Men Do is within Marvel continuity. I think. Well, they brought Mysterio back again, so
exactly. You just don't know.
Yeah, after Kevin,
you never know. And they actually no one ever brought back that character who was the villain of the Evil That Men Do comic when they finished it up. So
yeah.
The guy who could teleport things.
He was supposed to do a Daredevil the Target miniseries. He'd put out 1 issue, and they were like, "Yeah, that's good enough."
Yeah, I guess people
are still out there plotting stuff.
They just don't. Here's the difference, though, is that when the amount of work that Kevin Smith will actually do on the Howard the Duck, it's like how much work Seth MacFarlane actually does on Family Guy or American Dad.
You mean now?
It's like.
Oh, so Kevin Smith's just gonna sit in the chair smoking his doobie.
Well, no, it's like he'll approve it, but he'll actually have like other guys who are like the writing staff, and so the writing staff will write the episodes, and he'll say, "Yeah, that's good." And he'll throw out
its name on it. Yeah, have a bunch of
no, I mean, not to go all Stan Lee here, but you know what? Sometimes you just need a guy who's there to say, "Okay, here's a broad outline." Let's see where we go with it.
Is responsible for 1/4 of the episodes produced. That contract usually.
Yeah. So. Yes, but I'm looking forward to it. That's all I'm saying. And clearly, it's a larger universe that they're building out, which is going to be fun. This is like their sort of humorous answer to the Defenders. In fact, they actually it coalesces in. Yeah, it coalesces in the last. Crossover called The Offenders, so that's going to be fun. And it's got Tigra and Dazzler on it.
I'm here for Dazzler. That's it. And Howard, of course.
I'm here for Tigra. I'm sorry. I have.
Yeah, MODOK, right? Charlie has her.
MODOK has his place too. Yes, and Howard. It's everyone I love. If they could figure out a way to shoehorn Gwenpool into the whole thing, this is going to be awesome.
Oh my lord! You should live stream yourself watching wearing a Gwenpool suit.
If I ever have enough money to make a Gwenpool suit, I would be so all over a Gwenpool suit. But it's not like I am a seamstress or a seamster or tailor, and it's not like that you can just buy. I'm sure you can buy that kind of material that you make superhero costumes out of.
Spandex?
At places, but
not a haberdasher.
Well, no, it's actually a PVC. You don't use spandex anymore. You don't use spandex anymore. What is this, Lola? 1978. You don't use spandex for superhero costumes.
Lycra, whatever. Who cares?
No, it's actually no. It's I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Anyway,
okay.
There's another material that they use, and they actually call it out. It's like it's a PVC. It's PVC.
All right, we're over time, so let's get out of here.
Yeah, clearly. Okay.
Littles needs to drink and pass out. All right, so.
Unfortunately, I am now sober and wide awake. Thanks. In the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday. Thanks, guys.
I'm conscious. Anyway.
If I have to suffer, you have to suffer, Lilith.
All right, everyone. Send us your thoughts. Next week will be another regular episode, and episode 99 will be the Shazam review, and then episode 100. So send us your thoughts. capesandlunatics at gmail.com, facebook.com/capesandlunatics, at capeslunatics on Twitter, Capes and Lunatics on Instagram, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-capes. All right. Awake and self-aware Lilith Hellfire. Where can people get a hold of you?
If you guys want to fight me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. And if you are on the gram and you want to join me there, you can find me at Lilith Hellfire 86.
All right, Charlie Esser, where can people send you a Gwenpool outfit?
Hey, if you would like, I am like triple XL. Please send me a Gwenpool outfit. I would love to wear it on air. You can always send that to, well, you can't send it via email, but if you'd like to find out my address, I'll give it to you if you write me at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. What? Well, if they're going to send me a free Gwenpool suit, then yes, I'll give them...
No chance of getting murdered.
Yes, but... Yes, but first you must write me in that old-fashioned way, the way our moms and pops once did, via email.
That is must.
And of course, you can follow me on the Twitters. I live tweet the Orville. I even did a little bit of Gotham this week at Charlie Esser. That's CHARLIEESSER. Look for the two E's in the middle.
For quality.
Don't you see Miles and Paws when
Are you talking about stretchy scuba? Is that the material you're talking about?
Well, it is a PVC latex.
Yeah, they call it stretchy scuba.
Well, okay, I don't know who calls it what. I think it's
an underwater breathing apparatus.
Its brand name is PVC latex.
Okay.
So that's what they call it in the comic books, because Big Rhonda actually does say what she makes the costume out of, because she had a bunch of pink PVC latex left over because there weren't enough pink superheroes.
All right, Charlie Esser latex, a little Hellfire leather. All right, for another week, we have been the Capes.
Ampersand.
The Lunatics.
There we go.
Wow, nice constipated finish, little Hellfire.
Anyway, kiss my grits, okay?
Okay, Alice.
That's Flo.
Philip. I'm sorry.
Nerd card revolt.
Honestly.
These young whippersnappers, I tell you, Charlie.
I know.
Get back here next week, everyone.